Hey, what is up, everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you here today. I got an unboxing from none other than RadioShack.com. I honestly thought that Radio Shack had all closed up and had been done, but I was in the market for a new Apple TV. Basically, we are using TVs in two different rooms, and basically the Apple TV is always being fought over left and right, so I decided it was time to finally break down and buy a new Apple TV. They do have a new Apple TV. I think this is version 3 that just came out, so I bit the bullet and I picked up one of those. RadioShack.com has the cheapest price you can find on the Apple TV online if you are in the market for looking for one. You can buy the version 2, which is perfectly fine. It's the older model. Those are going for $70, or you can buy the next generation. I bought the 32 gig one for $120, which is actually $50 off a list price. It's $50 cheaper than going to apple.com and buy it, or you can buy the bigger 64-bit for $170. So let's break this bad boy open and see what the new Apple TV has to offer. I was sort of waiting for the new Apple TV to come out, and it seems like it didn't come out with a whole lot of fanfare, because you think of when normally an Apple product comes out, there's huge buzz all over the place. But I honestly think that what the problem is with the Apple TV is that a lot of people don't really know what the Apple TV was. I didn't know what it was until I went and actually bought one, because I thought an Apple TV was like buying an actual television set. I didn't know that it was actually going to be like a Roku box sort of a deal. I don't know why I'm trying to put this back in there. It comes with an HDMI cable. It's part of a package that you get. So they put one of their own HDMI cables in there, and then here is the actual Apple TV box that it comes in, brand new. But I think maybe the marketing on actually what an Apple TV is could be a little bit better. Maybe they brand named it wrong, but I got the 32 gig, like I said. This thing actually comes with a an app store where you can download apps, and the remote has changed. That was the hardest thing to do when we got the new Apple TV. We kept on losing the remote because of how small it was. But what we found out was that you can actually program any Apple TV. I'm sorry. You can program any remote control to work for your Apple TV just by going through the settings and pressing a few buttons. It'll learn what remote you have, and you tell it what buttons you want to do what. Because of the Apple TV remote only has certain buttons, it will do anything you need to do. So here is the actual Apple TV itself. It's like a little box. Not all that big, but definitely bigger than the last one was, and it's got a little bit more bulk to it. It definitely feels probably twice as heavy as the last one. And here is the new remote. The last one was all sort of chromy, like this one. This one has a black face to it. It actually has a button where you can, I guess it would be this button. This button is like talking to Siri, and you can tell it exactly what you want it to do. It has that's probably the plug-in right there. You have to actually charge it, but one of these has like where you actually can talk to it and tell it what you want it to do. But very basic remotes. You've got your menu, you've got your up, your down, you've got your talk to Siri, play and pause. It's got a plug box. That's just about it. This probably is probably one of the easiest things to honestly use for the WWE Network, which is probably what I use it for the most. I also use it for Netflix. I also use it for Hulu. With the new remote and the new setup, and going to the App Store, you can download games, and you basically can play the games like you would play a what am I trying to say? Like a Nintendo Wii, basically, pretty much. The box knows where the remote is, and as you move, whatever game you're playing is a race car game or a shooting game or something like that. So I am looking forward to that. I don't know if it's going to be like your iPhone where it has a lot of free apps, or if it's just downloading apps that you can buy for $10, which I honestly probably won't pay for. But it is what it is. But there it is. Apple TV, the new generation, which I believe is the 3rd generation. And here is the new remote. It doesn't get any easier than that. So you plug it in like the WWE Network. You have to explain everything. You have to make sure you have an HDMI cable, and then you have to make sure that your box is plugged into the wall. Can't go wrong with that. Thank you, Bella Twins. See you guys down the road.